There is another perspective on negative beliefs, a deeper one now. We will take it one step further. You know, you hear people say, I'm overpowered by something, or there's some power within me, or there's some external power that's stopping me going forward. Yeah, I'm being influenced, or whatever external power, internal power. Now, all these powers out there are your own creating of the power. Any positive, any negative power, beliefs, which you put in as a filter inside you. The energy is from the universe. However, when it passes through your filter, if it's negative, it is your power. The beliefs that you create have no power at all. Now that's exciting, isn't it? When the beliefs that you create have no power except you giving a power to it. When you think that something is influencing you, or there's somebody that's very powerful out there, what you're doing is you're actually doing it to yourself. It's you creating the power, because it's you that's giving the belief. All beliefs have no power whatsoever. It comes from within you. So if you look at a light bulb, let's look at a light bulb as a belief. Yeah, you are the current, and when that light is running your current, the belief, which is a light bulb, has no power. And if you understand that concept, all you do is to unscrew the light bulb, which is unscrewing the belief. You don't have to go through rituals. However, this is the understanding that there is no belief out there that has any power. It's only you. Okay? So it's a positive belief.
So it's only you who gives the power to that particular belief you have.
What all the beliefs that you have. The good ones are great. I'm talking about the negative ones, like saying that person is a bloodsucker, that person got a bad energy, that person is pissing me off. Whatever it is you doing it to you. Making sense?
So, yeah. So, are you saying that, say, if you are getting a message as well, so if you think you're getting a message, okay, a good message, yes, you're empowered. But if it's a negative message, have we created that negative message as well?
Yes. From your belief structures, from stories that have been told from the past, and you have gone and created, for example, a good one is the devil, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the dark side. All comes from movies that we watch, and so it's a belief structure. Only you can do it. Nobody else can do it. This is very important, because those people that years ago we used to call them empaths, you know, I can feel you, I can feel this. That's all in the head. And even when you have all assumptions that you do, it's all in your own head. You're creating it. And when somebody's pissing you off, who is pissing you off?
Myself.
Yourself. Now, when understanding that, it becomes so very powerful, because everything is now down to you. You're the only one. Now, the new way which to dismantle the belief is, when you're triggered, imagine that the light comes up, okay? And all you do is just unscrew the light bulb, which is a belief, and it's gone. It has no power, because you have to understand that you are giving the power to that light bulb. And then you can look at the light bulb and say, where did it come from? When was it made? This is all your belief structure.
And it's also instant.
Yes.
Lots of people think you have to go through, like you said, rituals, have to do healing for months and years and counseling for years, but it's instant. You just get rid of that.
Yeah,
belief.
It's getting faster and faster. Every time I think, it's going to be faster, there's something else which comes up, which is exciting, because all you do is turn the light bulb and say, where is it made? Oh, it came from 3 months ago. My parents said this to me. And say, okay, once you change it, you screw it back, and it's got no effect, but it will then have a positive belief. The consensus, the matrix, they also have their beliefs. Now, it's up to us to break away from their beliefs, because it's so strong. And if you're not strong enough, you will get pulled to it all the time, because there's no backup system. There's nobody to talk to. And when you go out into the world out there, and the way we think, they think we are mad, but we're not mad. We just understand the mechanics of how everything works. And in reality, nobody can piss you off.
Yeah, I have a question. What do you think about what they call it Illuminati, that they have a power over us? Is that something that we can also, it's in our own belief, right? That they have a power over us.
Well, if you want to believe that.
Yeah, so again, that's a belief, yeah.
Everything is a belief according to your education. Yeah, so if you want to give power to the Illuminati, then you're giving your power away.
No, I don't want to. They have no power.
No. They exist. They are here. Coming back to the pool of the Pearl Reality lesson 2, the good, bad, and ugly are all here. Back to this again, isn't it? 3 basic things: it's positive, negative, or neutral.
Yeah.
It's all existing until you choose to have that belief structure, and you get what? Shifted to that station. The other 2 beliefs are there. So the Illuminati, if you believe it, will be here. If you don't believe it, you get shifted to your structure.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
That's why when I watched David Icke, there was something that it was like this fear thing. Oh, Illuminati, they're doing this and that. And I was like, well, I don't have to believe that they're doing this and that. It might be point of view, but it's not necessarily.
That is David's point of view.
Yeah.
And rightly so. He thinks he's going to save the world according to what he believes in, and he's going around spreading it. And he's giving evidence from his point of view, which is also true, what's going on. However, those things are always going on besides what you want to believe. If you believe in it, you'll be shifted into that world.
Yeah.
Joe, in terms of the planet ending, yes, the planet burning up and whatever it is, that is still existing all the time. Now, you can use your belief structure in the sense that say, okay, I understand that's happening. It's okay. I'm doing my bit. That's all you have to do. And I will do what is necessary and not spread fear.
Having your own inner sense of peace regardless of what is going on outside of yourself. That's what I found is one of the most important things.
And I think that's how you raise your vibration as well. Because if you are believing all those, let's say, all Illuminati, you are already in a fear-based vibration and frequency.
Yeah.
But it's drop, isn't it? And when you're not aware that your frequency is dropping and you're being shifted, coming back to each and every moment, you're a new person. When a new frame comes in, what's going to happen? Illuminati will be there, and it goes on. Yeah. Same with the world is, we're going to destroy the world, and if you don't be centered, what is going to happen? Frame after frame after frame after frame, it's going to come on. It's going to be worse. Questions?
I have a question going back on the basis of the message you get. During the first week when my mum had the stroke and she was in hospital, we had to make a decision about end of life and not giving her any treatment. So, okay, we decided, right, we won't give her any treatment. And then 2 days later, the lady who lives with her, the carer, got up in the middle of the night and ran up to me, woke me up, and said, I've had a strong message, a dream from your late father, saying that if you don't treat your mother, you have to give her treatment, there will be bad consequences. So, of course, I got up. This is in the middle of the night. Now, can you explain that?
Yeah, you believed her.
So are you saying that the message that she got, because she said she woke up in the middle of the night with that dream.
Yes.
So that was her perception of the fact that...
That's her perception. That's her perception. And this is how she wants to tell it to you. And whatever she's saying it to you, yes, it's up to you then to decide what power do you want to give to it. And you gave it the power or whatever at that time, which caused you to be in a negative state of mind.
Yeah, sure.
Now, if it was me, you know what the answer is.
What is
so
it?
what is your answer?
Huh? What is your answer? Tell me. You would have told her to go back to sleep. I think you would have said you would have said to her, go back to sleep. Don't wake me up.
Okay. This physical life is a dream. We are in spirit dreaming. that we're having a physical life.
Yeah.
So when we do pass away, the physical body, we're actually going back into our normal state. But we had to forget to come in here to have this physical life for the experience. So I look at the physical death totally different. I welcome it. I say, go for it. You're really connected to source. However, we've been sold the wrong thing. And if it's a belief structure that went on for thousands of years, of course it's going to be difficult, a challenge to break that belief. Questions?
So the suffering that anybody, like I saw her suffering for 12 days, was her journey. Is that what you're saying?
There is no suffering. It's our definition again. As far as spirit is concerned, yes, it's having a whale of a time. It's all a game, isn't it? It's different. There is no suffering. It is different. Everything is different. There's no good or bad. It's different. So when you start to say, adopt that attitude in the physical world, everything is different, there's no bad, is there?
It's like we're saying now, we're moving from three-dimensional world where it's duality, right, wrong, bad, good, black, white. That's what we do every day, but we are moving away from this because that's the 3D reality only, when you have duality.
Yeah. And now you understand that you will rephrase and say, I'm going to a reality that has duality, which are always different. And this is what I've been teaching you for over the years, that you come to a state of just being, creating heaven on earth, as opposed to the majority are creating hell on earth with their belief structures.
But why is now only getting more possible last 10 years? Why, like, let's say when my grandma was young, why these things were not so, people were not aware so much and the shifts were much less? Why is it now? Because the world energy, or what is it?
Because of the energy that's coming in.
Okay.
And
it's picking up momentum, like there's more people opening up to it.
Yes.
Awakening, yeah.
Yes, 2012, it was gathering speed. After 2012, it is now speeding up.
2019 is really speeding up.
And what did I tell you?
Day to day.
What did I tell you at 2018? Those of you that don't wake up are going to have a tough time. And those of you that catch the wave, the tsunami wave, you're going to fly.
Basically, those who are not waking up, they're seeing everything like really like they're having drama, big drama.
Yeah. And
I see it around everywhere, at work and everywhere.
And that is okay as well. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, of course. It's allowing them to be.
Like I say, you create a drama and you refuse to change, it is okay. A few years ago, I would have been going around trying to save all of you. Now I say, to hell with it. When you wake up, you don't make it, it's also okay. Enjoy the journey, because I understand the journey. It's all a dream. You know what? There's an old saying, you can pull a string, you cannot push the string. Okay? And allow them the privilege of doing something to find out it's not the right way. Each of us is responsible in terms of how we react to people. And I love that. You open your mouth for 5 seconds, I already know where you're coming from. That's why you say stop. Because what am I doing? A 60 framer, even you guys at 300 and 500 frames a second. I'm looking at more frames, let's put it that way, than you are. So when it starts to leave, the words come out from your mouth, I already seen all the frames coming out. Now you're beginning to see that with the 60 framers now at work. Most people who are not awakened only see 60 frames a second. And those people that are in this group at the moment are seeing, last year was 300, now they're seeing 500 frames. They're going up. And every exposure you have to the meeting, you have a greater understanding. The greater understanding is letting go of the control you have, letting go, being more aware, letting go the need to respond in a way where you're coming from the mind because of your education in terms of how you've been brought up. Because most people are coming from the head and not from the heart. Next question.
So, Arram, you mean to say that beliefs can be changed?
Correct.
Okay. So the sum total of
beliefs have been learned from your history, from your environment, from your family, and beliefs can be changed. The only five things that cannot be changed are the 4 laws, and everything besides that are changing. If you cannot change your belief, how are you going to be enlightened? How are you going to be somebody different?
So what is a suggestion from your side to the process of changing the belief, which is quite strong sometimes? You cannot face it immediately in the situation, and your natural belief will come into existence. So that means it is becoming one strand stronger again. So how do you propose us to go through the process?
Give me an example now.
For example, I'm probably changing it a little. So my belief was there was always a ghost in the second floor of my home. Okay, through the childhood.
There's always
there was a kind of a supernatural stuff or a ghost in my second floor, and I never went to the terrace till probably my schooling days. After that, I started going.
Okay, all right. So, can I stop you there first? There, obviously, you are open to a certain frequency, and from a young age, because there's such certainly in your country, those stories are very big, you know, in the supernatural and ghosts and everything, and so we get tuned into it. So when we get tuned, or when we picked up something which is an energy, okay, this is what we are picking up energy all the time, yeah. And when you pick up an energy which makes you go funny,
it's quite funny now, but
your belief structure then would have gone and created stories that there is a ghost, that's an evil spirit, or whatever it is that's going on. It's you that's doing it.
More than me, I kept hearing about it from others as well. That's number one.
Yes.
And it took 8 long years for me to understand the reality, and I definitely got rid of it. So once if you start thinking that it might take 8 years or 9 years to change that, is there a way to speed up the process?
What do you mean? Once you got over it, then every time you feel, whatever you're feeling, you say, I choose to give it my interpretation of what I feel. So even
it's not speeding the process, it's instant.
The process is there. You say, I have a choice, you know. This feeling is, what have I given the meaning to? What's my definition of that thing?
Okay.
But now I'm saying, I'm going one step further. Yes, I got a feeling, I'm going to turn it off. Unscrew the light bulb.
You mean to say there's no need to be reacting the same way what we have reacted over years before, and you've got to be aware of it and then take a decision. Am I right?
Yes, you have to understand you picked up everything from either family or your society or culture. It's all picked up, and you can say like now, hey, okay, is it my belief?
Yeah.
So and that's how you get rid of it, because everything like Arram said is a belief.
Absolutely.
And you've been a very good belief thief. Followed everybody else's belief.
Exactly.